Hello, trading is closed on July 29th, 2021. Let's do our disclaimer first. It's my trading plan for tomorrow, July 30th, 2021. It's my plan, doesn't make me right. I can be completely wrong, and all trade should be at your own risk. Please tell your friends about the channel and follow its rules. Look for the pattern with the early high. This is it. Tomorrow also has the early high. Well, normally, this pattern either rallies into the close or has a straight line drop. And either one of those things happened. What counts isn't today's close, but tomorrow's open, and that should be rectified at tomorrow's open. We should either gap up, overtake these highs, or have a straight line drop. Now, here's what we said. Sometimes we close a little change, have the big move the next day. That doesn't happen very often, but we traded up 18.5 points today. And the last time I looked a few minutes ago, futures were down 18.75 points. So as of now, at least, we have that unusual situation with a close little changed, or at least in the early trading hours, little changed. And the big move should come tomorrow. And futures are certainly indicating it'll be a big drop. When this pattern doesn't rally to a new high, it's usually pretty negative. It doesn't help. We gapped up, hit higher highs, closed under all the highs. We do have a higher target, but don't forget MEJT likes to leave a failed target at major changes and trends that I've been looking for. That was one element that was missing. It isn't missing now if we drop. The first move down after the FOMC meeting was down. Usually that tells you the next major move. And all these targets aren't that far away, and they should print. And even though the system doesn't require them to print now, this really is not healthy action. Later on in the afternoon, we got an ultimate sell, an ultimate buy. The ultimate buys paid off. The ultimate sell has also worked. MEJT says it's a false move, but again, it likes to leave failed targets of false moves. You can count this any way you want to count it. You can even count the whole rally as being over, although I think it's a forced count. This trend line is more important to me, and we still haven't broken it. And even if we drop here, I'm not totally convinced the rally's over, even though I can count it that way if we had to. But that doesn't mean we can't have a significant drop first. And if we get follow through with the drop after hours, the action is certainly compatible with important drops starting here. Friday's pattern has the early high. We could gap down. It's a higher target. Unless we gap down smartly, it should print. But futures are indicating we are going to gap down. We gapped up, hit a higher high, closed under all the intraday highs. It's negative. Either you overtake the high or lower prices print. Both the FOMC whipsaw unsatisfied lower targets predict the rally should retrace at some time. Failing to rally on the day with today's normally bullish pattern should lead to more weakness. We got neither the rally into the close nor the straight line drop today's pattern usually produces. That should be addressed at tomorrow's open. What counts isn't today's close, it's tomorrow's open. We should either gap move to a new all-time high or, as now seems much more likely, have a straight line drop. If we get the straight line drop, I think it could have legs, because once you move sustainably under the FOMC target, we should move under it by as high as we moved over it. And we have all these targets that aren't that far away and are likely to print. So tomorrow has the early high. If we can maintain this drop, all we need to do is to trade meaningfully under this level to prove that significantly lower prices should be coming. That doesn't mean we won't recover later, but I take things a day at a time. Right now it looks negative for tomorrow. And that's today's call.